The war on drugs has used the 13th Amendment to implement modern-day slavery with the profitable prison industrial complex. Why does the U.S. only have 5% of the world's population, yet holds 25% of the world's prisoners? Since the 1970s, incarceration has went up, even though crimes have gone down. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your girl Shantelly. For everybody new, welcome. Okay, next up, like I said, this is the life and family. So this next song is American Struggle. You probably never see me perform it, but it's still just something that was on my heart. Yeah, I just hate the American struggle. The things, especially that Black Americans have had to endure. It feels like we've had the weight of everybody on our backs. And you know, we don't just fight for ourselves. We fight for Asian Americans, Hispanics, even white Americans. We fight for equality for everybody. But then sometimes it feels like there's no one fighting for us, you know? So this is just my narration of some things we've endured and the unfairness. So many things going through my mind. This is a hard one to put words to, but I've got to say something. Something has to change. Like, look at this photo. Them marching, and it says, "I am a man," and then it's got the soldiers with the guns pointed at them. Like, can you imagine living in the 1950s and 60s, going through this time period where you're just trying to help people to see you as a human being, you know? Horrible. American struggle is killing. The bus boycotts. You are paying to ride a bus just like everyone else, and then they force you to sit in the back, and then if there's not enough room, you have to get up or get off the bus, even though you paid full amount just like everyone else. It's supposed to be the land of the free. There's been too much pain and suffering. It's been our awful history. American struggle is killing me. When will it truly be the land of dreams? There's no more pain and suffering. We got to learn from our history. American struggle. When will it truly be the land of the free? The land of dreams. When I read about the past, it broke my heart. September 3rd, 1944, Reese Taylor, only 24 years old, was kidnapped and gang raped by 6 men. After walking home from church in Alabama, the state... She was walking home from church and got gang raped. And then it took this many years for justice. It's 67 years to give her an apology in 2011. August 28, 1955, Emmett Till, a 14-year-old from Chicago, is falsely accused of flirting, then lynched in Mississippi. The 2 men were acquitted of kidnapping and murder. And then the lady that lied, right before she died, she ends up admitting that she made up the whole thing. Mother held an open coffin funeral to expose the world to the injustice of her son's bloated, mutilated body. It was shown in Time magazine. 62 years later, the accuser admits that she lied in 2017. Why are there no punishments for a liar? 4 years after Emmett was lynched, Billie Holiday was handcuffed while she lay dying in her hospital bed on July 17, 1959. She had been harassed and entrapped for years for singing her 1939 Strange Fruit anti-lynching song. The war on drugs stance was the excuse. The war on drugs has used the 13th Amendment to implement modern-day slavery with the profitable prison industrial. So look at that. Section 1, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, where the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to the jurisdiction. So pretty much, you just trump up some charges, and then that can justify slavery in the prison system. So I'm talking about the innocent people, or the people that got a punishment that didn't fit the crime. It's just an excuse to have them in the prisons, you know? So think about all the falsely accused. We're not talking about the murderers that clearly killed somebody. We're not talking about the R word people. I'm talking about all the ones that are just like with trumped up charges, something like marijuana, you know, where now it's free. It's legal in certain states, but they're still all the ones that are incarcerated for it. There's no changes to their charges. Complex. Why does the U.S. only have 5% of the world's population, yet holds 25% of the world's prisoners? 5% of the world's population, but 25% of the world's prisoners? Don't sound right. Since the 1970s, incarceration has went up, even though crimes have gone down. Incarceration has went up, but crimes have went down? It's not matching up. Fred Hampton, at only 21 years old, his Black Panther Party brokered a truce between Chicago gangs. Yet, the powers that be had him drugged and assassinated on December 4th, 1969. If you've watched that movie, that was rough. That was hard. I mean, it's rough to watch the movie, but imagine in real life that this happened. Like, it's just emotional, everything we've been through. American struggle is killing me. It's supposed to be the land of the free. There's been too much pain and suffering. It's been our awful history. American struggle is killing me. When will it truly be the land of dreams? No more pain and suffering. We got to learn from our history. But there's still suffering even in my lifetime. So now I'm getting into my lifetime, because all the other stuff I just said was before I was born. So this is what I've been dealing with in my lifetime. On February 26, 2012, a 17-year-old boy was walking back to his father's neighborhood with his Skittles and Arizona iced tea. I listened to the dispatcher's call audio of Trayvon Martin's scream. He was stalked and murdered by a 28-year-old man. When I heard the call, I think it was the neighbor calling, saying what they're witnessing, and Trayvon is screaming. But then in court, the killer's mom was going to say she thought that was her 32-year-old son screaming. You can clearly hear it's a boy. Just horrible. That SUV, and then he gets away with it. On a hoodie on a rainy night. I'm haunted by the videos I've seen. Nothing has changed. It's just that now we have camera phones and CCTV to document it. July 6, 2016, Philandro Castile killed in a traffic stop in St. Paul, Minnesota, in front of his girlfriend and 4-year-old daughter. That's another one, like another video that haunts me. You know, they tell him to get his registration. He reaches for it. He said he did what he complied, because we're supposed to comply, right? So he complies and then gets shot right there in front of this kid. Complying and reaching for his ID. July 5th, 2016, Alton Sterling slammed to the ground and shot dead at close range in Baton Rouge. Then I just learned in this case right here with Alton Sterling, when the police arrived, they weren't even there for him. They came for a different call, but then went to him instead. And he was doing what he always does, like with cigarettes and everything. Louisiana, June 20th, 2018, Lysandro Jr. Guzman Feliz, a 15-year-old victim of mistaken identity, hacked in the neck with a machete. They were looking for someone else and mistaken him. And I mean, you can see where he's trying to jump over the counter to get help, but the poor worker didn't know what was going on and was trying to hold him back. And then they drug him out of there. Bronx by a gang of 5. They dragged him out of the bodega when he tried to flee to safety. February 23rd, 2000. And then this one. Oh my goodness. For the 2 guys chasing him, and then the third guy following. It's just hard to see when he drops to the ground. 2020, Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old jogger, chased and murdered by. People jog every day, and then he has to get killed for it. Like, and this isn't just a race thing. Like, my heart hurts when I hear about white female joggers jogging and somebody comes and attacks them. It hurts the same way. Just so uncalled for. 3 men in 2 trucks in Brunswick, Georgia. Exercise should be deadly. March 13th, 2000. So when I say this isn't race related, yeah, they targeted him because of race, but I'm saying I care either way. I care for everybody. 2020, Breonna Taylor, killed from a no-knock warrant break-in in Louisville, Kentucky. Your home should be your safe haven and sanctuary. Why did they blow through her door and shoot and kill her for no reason when she wasn't a criminal? 25th, 2020, a man knelt on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds in Minneapolis. So this clip right here, when they show him kneeling on his neck and they show it for 9 minutes straight, you know, you might have to zoom in or whatever else. I saw the light go out of his eyes. You could see his spirit leaving. And until I saw my dad die, I had never witnessed death like that before, you know. I lost a lot of friends because I remember on Facebook, certain people were like posting that they don't think it's real or they don't think it's what they saw, whatever else. No, that was real. And that was murder. Onlookers filmed and begged for him to stop. I watched the light drain his eyes and saw the evil behind the murderer's eyes. Conspiracy theorists called it a creepy transfer of energy. And yeah, if you watch it as you're seeing him die and his spirit leaving, look into the killer's eyes. It's something dark in their eyes, like a blackness that takes over. It's definitely a transfer of energy in a negative light. June 15th, 2020, Alawatan Salau, a homeless 19-year-old activist in Tallahassee, Florida, was raped and killed. She protested for men who had been wrongfully killed, but who was there to protect her? And a lot of times, us as Black women, we're always like protesting for everybody else, stepping up for everybody else, but rarely is anyone stepping up for us. And I'm getting so tired of it. American struggle is killing me. It's supposed to be the land of the free. There's been too much pain and suffering. It's been our awful history. I dream of America with no more struggle, all love and no more trouble. Truly, America the beautiful, a life that's renewable. Praying for America with no more struggle, all love and no more trouble. Truly, America the beautiful, a life that's renewable. So that's my song, American Struggle. So thank you guys so much for going on this journey with me through the genres, the fun songs, the flirty, self-love, break up, life and family, love, and then we wrapped it up with Talk-ish. That is 62 songs you have listened to with me. Stay tuned because March 7th, Television Volume 3 comes out, and there will be 13 more songs that I want you to enjoy. 75 songs I've knocked out in 5 years' time. Wow. And I have more in the vault. So if you have not clicked like yet, click like on this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and I will see you soon. I love you. Stream Shantelly Lace music. Subscribe to the channel. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you. March 13th, 2020, Breonna Taylor, killed from a no-knock warrant break-in Louisville, Kentucky. Your home should be your safe haven and sanctuary. May 25th, 2020, a man knelt on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Onlookers filmed and begged for him to stop. I watched the light drain his eyes and saw the evil behind the murderer's eyes. Conspiracy theorists called it a creepy transfer of energy. Shantelly.